The book of Psalms is a record of highs and lows of individuals' lives. And we read in Psalm 119 and 141, David says, I am small and I am despised. What he's basically saying is I'm little and I'm insignificant. He may have felt like he was just spinning his wheels in what he was doing at that time. He may have said, I just really can't make a difference because I'm so small and the world's so big, the enemy's so great, the problems are so many. But when David said, I'm small, I thought of a grain of sand. And I thought about how a few weeks ago, my 6-year-old son and I were building a sandcastle. And about how each and every one of those little grains of sand played a significant part in building something greater. The sandcastle. If it had not been for all those individual grains, we would have never been able to accomplish a sandcastle. And that's the way that you need to look at your life. When you feel insignificant, when you feel like you're small, when you feel like you can't do it, remember that you are all a part of something that's greater than you. You're a part of something bigger if you'll just stand back and look at the picture and realize that God has a plan and a purpose, and you are a part of that plan and purpose. And I don't mean maybe. Elvis Presley's grandson, he committed suicide the other day. What's going on in the world is affecting people in a negative way. Suicide rates are up. It's because they feel so small, they feel so insignificant, and their life seems so pointless. But I'm here to tell you today that the small things matter. The small thoughts, the small acts, and the small actions can make a big difference. Don't forget that. And I have to admit that sometimes I begin feeling that way. I feel overwhelmed, I feel stressed, and I say, well, there's no point in it. There's no use in fighting anymore. I may as well just put it on cruise control, put it on autopilot, and sail through. But that's not the right attitude to have. That's when you say that I'm small and I'm worthless. But you've got to say, I may be small, but I'm still important. And what I do is I sit down at the table. I put everything away. I make sure that I'm all alone and not distracted. And just the other day, this is what I done. I took a piece of paper here, and I'm not going to show you everything, but I took this piece of paper and it says battle board, and I began to write down all of the areas of my life, my spiritual life, my family life, my work life, my ministry life. All of those things I began to write down. My physical fitness and my diet, all of those things, I began to write them down. And on spiritual, I said, hey, you know what? I need to pray. I need to read my Bible. I need to study. I need to prepare devotions. And these videos right here, it may be a small thing, but it's important. I wrote down my physical, what I'd like to do. I wrote down goals. I wrote down legacies. And when I began to write and fill this whole page up, this isn't just a regular sheet of paper. It's a bigger sheet of paper. When I started to write down and the ideas began to flow, I looked at this and I said, hey, I may be small, but I've got a lot of work to do. I may be small, I may be insignificant, but I've got a big purpose and I can make a difference in somebody else's life. So I made this video today to let you know that no matter where you're at in life, you can make a list and you can realize that you're important, that you've got a work to do, and that you're all a part of a bigger plan and a bigger picture. So remember today that what you do is important. And remember today that you are important. And it is important that you let somebody else know that what they do is important and that they are important. This is Chaplain Reece signing off. Don't forget, I love you and appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video.